as a broadcast assistant for the midday programme, my job entails, we have the morning meetings and you come up with ideas of what you want to put into the programme for that day. So it's then going and looking into the background of those topics, searching online. Perhaps you know someone who would have experience of this and you've talked to them before, you can contact them and get their background of it. So it's setting up the items for the programme and making sure that these people are happy to talk about it and they know what they're talking about. And then when the programme is on air, my job is getting them up on the phone system, putting them through to the studio to make sure they're happy to go on air and everything's okay, they know exactly what they're going to do. And also answering the phone calls that come in during the programme. And again, if they want to come on air and put their point across, it's calling them back and putting them through to the studio. And after the programme, we then have a meeting for the next day, and it's kind of the cycle. You come up with new ideas every day. Sometimes you've got a running theme, and it's deciding where you're going to take those ideas and where you should go with them. I started as a volunteer on the Action Desk at BBC Radio Norfolk. It's the CSV Action Desk, and they have a placement in BBC stations throughout the country, and they provide opportunities for volunteers to get experience in that kind of work role. I've worked here now, it was 3 years in February, so just over 3 years. You need to be able to think laterally. I think that helps quite a lot when you're researching things. You need to be able to deal with people, obviously, on the phone and in person. With the advent of digital, it has kind of, in a way, got quite a bit easier. If you can use a computer, you can learn how to do the other stuff there, basically. And obviously the more technical side of it, I kind of stay well clear of, to be honest, because I don't want to break anything. But again, there's always technicians on hand, so it's pretty much just computer-based, an editing side of it, which again is done on your desktop computer. It's learning all the time, really. There's so much happening in Norwich for the BBC. There's the Voices project, which is run by Gary Stanley, which I work on sometimes, and that's the filming, editing side of things as well. And it's on-the-job training. There's always something that will come up every week that you basically haven't done before. So there's always chances to learn. So I'm quite enjoying working for radio, and I would like to do this for a few more years. I've kind of experienced the TV side of it a bit, which is always interesting to get into that side of it. And the research is the kind of thing that really interests me in these things and setting things up. It's not just journalism, there's so much more beside of it. There's production. You don't have to do, if you want to be a journalist, you obviously have to do a journalism course, but there's so many other jobs in there that you can get in there and do. I think the best way of doing it is perhaps go along and do it on a voluntary basis for a while. You get the experience and they can see what you can do.